Hello you guys, Alexa B Alchemy here for your weekly card pull. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the week of February 6th, 2023. This specific reading is designed for all of my Scorpio, so if you have predominant Scorpio placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, this one is for you. So I am going to start out with a pull from the Crystal Spirits Oracle deck. I do have 2 Oracle and 1 Tarot deck out today, so we will see. I'm going to go by intuition and just see what comes up. So the first question I want to ask for you guys, my dear Scorpios, what themes can you expect to look at this upcoming week? What perspectives might be helpful for you? What guidance is there for you to navigate this week ahead and to do so in a way that brings peace and balance to your heart and your life? Oh Lord, we got some cards popping out. Okay, I want this one. I normally do the pop-out method, but I'm feeling called to also pull out a couple of cards for you guys today. There's a lot of messages coming through. Okay, I've got like 8 cards or some shit right now. It's super fun. So, my dear Scorpios, okay, amplification. Whatever you're focusing on, I'm going to tell you right now before I get into anything else, whatever you're focusing on in your life is going to be amplified. So, if you don't already have a practice of gratitudes, I highly recommend that you do that. I pulled the card of Clear Quartz in reverse. This card has a very big message that anything you're focusing on will amplify. So it also amplifies everything else that was said in, or everything else that comes up in this deck, especially the cards in reverse. So I feel like some of you might be working through some shadow things this week, maybe some things that are a little bit challenging, and I think it'll be fun for you, Scorpios. You're really good at that shit anyway. So okay, where do I want to start? I want to start with Aqua Aura Quartz. So I pulled this card. The first 3 I'm going to go over. I pulled in reverse, which appears upside down. So if I'm holding it upside down, that is why. Anytime a card is pulled in reverse, it can acknowledge something that you need to look at within yourself and stop projecting onto other people or onto situations around you. It can also imply something you have a little bit of shadow work with, maybe, or shadow work to do. So and because the Clear Quartz was in reverse, I'm feeling like these first 3 are really big messages and really big themes for you for this upcoming week. So the primary message with Aqua Aura Quartz is a level of connecting to your own purpose and a renewed sense of purpose. I think for some of you, maybe you've been feeling a little bit lost with what you want to do or what feels important to you. Maybe as a Scorpio energy is really amazing at rebirth. So maybe you're in this chrysalis or cocoon, or you're in this cycle where you will have let go of an identity or a job or a person, a relationship. I'm getting, for some of you, a friendship, a girlfriend, like something in the way of you're releasing something that was a part of your purpose or that you found purpose in the past, and now you're getting this chance to maybe reinvent who you are, to re-identify what is meaningful for you. And I feel like for some of you that might come with some challenges, which is beautiful, but yeah, I think yeah, we'll start with that. There's some potential opportunities for renewal within your sense of purpose. I did pull for you guys also the card of Ember in reverse. Now, Ember is really indicative of ancestral trauma, family patterns, releasing karmic ties, past lessons, and preserved wisdom. So this has a lot to do with kind of past things. I feel like for some of you, maybe there's a relationship within your family or your family dynamics that is informing your thoughts or your beliefs. I'm going to keep going because I feel like I'm going to come back to this card, and I do feel like there's something here that I'm going to explore a little bit more, and it's going to make more sense as I keep rolling through these. So family patterns, that's a theme to keep in mind in the back of your head. Just put that one back there. I also pulled for you guys in reverse the card of Bronzite, and this card is really big on loyalty, trust, steadfastness, trusting that the universe has your back. I feel like a lot of you are going to be looking at your roots this week, your root chakras, your roots in terms of your family, your relationships, what you come from, your heritage maybe. There's something really powerful for you guys and I feel like examining these will help you to re-establish your sense of purpose. For some people, they're indoctrinated, if you will, by their parents, by their friends, by the people that surround them when they are younger, and beliefs are kind of put into their head about like what is what is and what is not. And my dear Scorpios, I do feel like for some of you there might be this kind of, I don't want to say separation, but like this distinguishment of yourself from that from those roots that you have. It doesn't mean that you're completely burning to the ground those things that once were. I do feel like for a lot of you, there's this level of like integration of, okay, these are certain lessons. This is where the amber is coming back in. These are certain lessons that my family has taught me. These are certain values that my family has held. And I'm reinventing, or you are reinventing the way that you relate to those values. And maybe I'm getting like a makeover, like the word makeover is coming through. Some of you are kind of having this like internal makeover of how you perceive life and how you perceive yourself. I also pulled for you guys, okay, so we have Malachite, we have, oh my God. I am dropping cards left and right, I'm so sorry. We have Malachite, we have Mukite Jasper, and we have Rhodonite. I have pulled Rhodonite for a lot of the signs today. And Rhodonite is a really big theme of connecting with other people, especially like mentors, coaches, therapists, people that maybe can provide a little bit of guidance. So I think there's definitely a level of connectivity that you are being encouraged to tap into. If anything is feeling challenging or overwhelming, maybe have a conversation with an old friend or with someone whose perspective you value, you trust, and you respect, that is going to give you this space to have your own opinions. And I think that space to have your own opinions is really important. Don't waste your time talking to people who are going to try to talk over you or like tell you what's what. I would encourage you to talk with people that are going to allow you to explore this reinvention of yourself. With the card of Mukite Jasper, which is a lot about like risk and adventure, I do feel that for some of you, there is going to be some level of risk involved with maybe changes that you're making. I'm getting certain like transformations that some of you may make externally that might be challenging. I don't know if there's like some kind of like new identity or like I'm getting like gender identities. Maybe there's a shift with that that's going to cause a little bit of conflict within your family dynamics or your relationship to your past. I don't know. I do feel like there's some kind of there's some kind of like stepping into unknown territory or being willing to step into unknown territory that I think is going to help provide perspective on this situation or on situations that are feeling a little bit challenging for you maybe. The card of Malachite also comes with a big message of like clarity and clarity of thought. So I do feel that in connecting with other people, being willing to view things from a different perspective, maybe taking certain risks or being willing to get a little bit out of your comfort zone, I think that's actually going to provide for you some clarity on where you stand and what is important to you. Okay, I do feel like I want to pull out of the tarot deck right now for you guys because I'm feeling, I just pulled the card of clarity and I'm feeling like, oh, there's a little bit of uncertainty or lack of clarity on what this might be pertaining to. Yeah, I'm gonna see how, I'm gonna ask how this energy might be coming through and what you might need to know to navigate it. Okay, my dear Scorpio, so from the tarot deck, I pulled a couple of cards that actually reflect back the same themes to me in an interesting way, and I think this is going to provide a little bit more clarity for you guys. So the first one I pulled for you was the Five of Wands in reverse. I also pulled for you guys the Three of Pentacles in upright and the Ten of Pentacles in upright position. So for these specific cards, the two that are in Pentacles actually reflect back to me really perfectly some other ones. So the first one I'm going to go into is Three of Pentacles. This card is really encouraging some element of collaboration, and having pulled the Rhodonite card, which again also encourages a level of connectivity and collaboration with other people, I do feel like for some of you it will be best to work in teams or to invite other people along for the ride of this experience. Again, be selective, be conscious of the people that you are inviting into your space, inviting into your thought process. I think it's really important the people that you are choosing to connect with on whatever these challenges or topics may be. But I feel like for you, there's gonna be a really, really big value in collaboration in this upcoming week and chapter. So if you have opportunities for collaboration, even if you don't move forward with them or move through with them, I do think it will be important for you to explore them, at least mentally, to see what may come out of that. A caution from the Five of Wands in reverse. In the upright position, this card has a level of conflict that it acknowledges. I mean, if you look at in the upright position, everyone here is kind of there's a level of fighting basically that's unfolding here. So in the reverse, this card can indicate a level of maybe avoiding conflicts, avoiding conflicts, or trying to stay away from conflict avoidance. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know why this is escaping my brain. I feel like there's a level of conflict avoidance that maybe some of you are working with. Maybe there are people with these two cards, maybe there are people that you have potential to connect with, potential to work with, that you don't necessarily see eye to eye with, and so you are avoiding connecting with those people or discussing things with those people. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Again, the advice that I wanted to bring forward earlier was to be selective with who you choose to collaborate and work with. However, I do think if you're avoiding working on projects or connecting with people because you're afraid of conflict, maybe be willing to have conversations. And also with this card, there's an importance in being willing to respect differences. I do feel that there is a level of value for you guys this week in acknowledging that not everyone is going to see eye to eye with you. And if that is the case, that is okay. You don't need to be completely on the same. I feel like you need to have an ability to respect differences, and that's going to come from both parties. So you need to be able to respect the differences of your coworkers and people around you, but they also have to show a level of respect for you. And with yeah, I do feel like for some of you are going to feel a level of risk associated with this. Again, with the Mookaite Jasper, there is a level of risk that comes with that. But I think conflict avoidance will not serve you. I think it will be more important for you to focus on finding ways that you can respect each other. And if you cannot see eye to eye, it's just not possible, then respectfully take some space from these connections, I guess. And finally, I did pull for you guys the Ten of Pentacles. This card is a lot about legacy, what legacy you leave behind. If you notice, there is an old man here. It is said that this is his family, I think his grandkids, that are here playing, and it's kind of like the culmination of his entire life's work on a page. So for a lot of you, I do feel like there is some level of legacy. Again, with the Amber card, that has a lot to do with your family, your lineage, etc. Maybe some of you are going to be inspecting your relationship to what legacy your family is passing down to you. I do feel like for some of you, though, this Scorpio energy, this rebirth energy is going to be causing you to maybe question what is the legacy that you want to leave behind for future generations beneath you. I do feel like some of you, maybe like pregnancy is on the cards, or children, maybe it's not yours, but some people around you, close friends maybe, or brothers, sisters, etc. I feel like there's some level of like new generation coming through, and you're going to be able to inspect what are the things that you want to pass down to this next this next generation for this next cycle. Again, with this card of Aqua or Quartz, it has a lot to do with connecting to infinite potential and your purpose. I do feel that for some of you, maybe reconnecting with what are the values you want to pass down, whether it's to your kids or to the collective, that will help you to reestablish a level of purpose within yourself, especially if you've been feeling kind of like lackluster or like you don't have connection to that. And with the card of Bronzite, again, some level of loyalty and trust, trusting the universe has your back, trusting yourself. So I do feel like a card just flew out of my hands. Maybe that doesn't apply for you, I don't know, but I think some level of trust in the process and the way that all of this is unfolding, and trust in the fact that whatever legacy you're going to leave is going to be worthwhile, and it's going to take time to build it. But I do think the intentionality behind it and your willingness to, I guess, move with intention within your life is going to be something that you're going to have opportunities to work with this upcoming week. yeah, so finally with the Mukai Jasper, be willing to accept that maybe the things that you're going to pass down are different than things that were passed down to you. And if that is the case, that is completely okay. This is part of the process of you reinventing yourself, refining yourself, and becoming more of who you are, and not being so heavily reliant on who everyone else tells you to be. We did just have a full moon in Leo, and the sign of Leo is all about expression of self, being willing to be seen. So I think for a lot of you, you may be still coming out of that full moon energy. So you have a lot of opportunities right now to re-engage with and reconnect with the person that you want to be, and the emotional side of maybe releasing those old, past, outdated narratives, stories, patterns, etc. that just don't serve you, and stepping into what feels more true to you. And that may feel risky, and if it feels risky, that's okay. You have people that you can connect with. There are certain collaborations that you can make. These cards tell me that you're not going to be alone in this, that you will have people that you can work with, especially if you are kind of venturing out into and exploring potentially a new way of being or a new way of showing up. So I hope that this reading was helpful, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do so. I leave a free reading here every single week. If you want to leave a donation, there's information below, you can. If not, please just leave a little thumbs up so that I know that this was helpful and was resonating with you, or is resonating with my audience. And finally, if you want to connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, etc., you can find me at alexab.alchemy on both of those platforms. So I love you so much, my dear Scorpios, my dear Scorpio energies. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.